In this video, I'm going to talk about how to make a hexagon. There are multiple ways to do it. One of them is to take square stock and try to rip it at 30-degree angles. You can see, so you need a hexagon needs an interior angle of 120. So that would be 120, 120, 120, 120, which leaves a 60-degree angle out here. So if you cut at a 30-degree bevel and rip the stock down, you should be able to get a hexagon. Now, I tried that, and it is very much harder to get a regular hexagon than I thought. One of these sides, because of cutting inaccuracies, was always too short or too long, and so they don't group together nicely. I want to use these pieces for a game piece, so I need perfect replicas of each other. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing that and coming up with a bunch of end grain pieces, I'm going to use the long grain and have to cut them out individually, which will be annoying, but they should have more durability than a bunch of end grain pieces, so that's an advantage. So what I've done is I've made a piece here with all of the numbers drawn on it, and then I'm going to diagram out another one so you can see how it's done. So hexagons are essentially two equilateral triangles that are laid base to base, and then have a third equilateral triangle cut off of them. So what you can see here is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 equilateral triangles here, and a bigger one here with a bigger one here. And then we just cut this part off, and we'll end up with a nice regular hexagon. So to do that, we're going to end up with, because this is a 90-degree angle, a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And you can do that mathematically. There are a bunch of different length of sides that will generate a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Or what I'm going to do is set my angle to 120 degrees, and we're going to draw a line here, which, let's see, so that will be my first 120 degree angle right here. Then take a compass, and I have that set to put that right on the point, and we'll do 1 turn and 2 turns, and that is representative of the two bases of these two triangles. So 1 turn, 2 turns. We've got a spot here. We'll make another 120 degree angle there. Right off of that spot. And so now, so now we have our diamond here with, if you cut across here, these, you can see that these are all equal sides, 2 equilateral triangles. So now what we need to do is cut off the corners of our diamond to be left with the hexagon. So the way to do that is to put your compass, which is set, and put a mark right in the middle, which will be here, and a mark right here, which will be here, and then put it at the other point of the diamond. Oops. And we're going to put a mark right there. And the mark right there. Now, all these marks should be equally spaced apart at the apex of our regular hexagon. And they are. So now you just need to connect these dots, and you'll get your hexagonal shape. And all these sides are congruent. So now we just need to design a jig so that we can cut them out. So here's the first part of the jig that I came up with to make the diamonds, and all it is 2 parallel boards, and they're placed right along this, you can see here the border of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So if this is x, which is 9, this distance will be 2x, which is 18. And this distance is x squared to 3, but I didn't bother to calculate that. But that'll give you a 30-degree angle coming off of here. So that's what that is. I'll make the first cut of the diamond. And then I just moved it a parallel. These are two parallel boards, parallel distance away, so that I can line it up. And when I put the point here, that'll cut the second part of the diamond. So I'll do that, and I'll have all my diamond pieces cut.